Hey everybody, how's it going? Yogurt here. Welcome back to episode 22 of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. As always, I am super excited to be bringing this to you because I always enjoy playing this game quite a bit. I don't know why I'm attacking the dummies. But yeah, I always have a hell of a fun time playing this game, so I'm excited. The only thing you missed is I stopped by Retta back there and bought a tattoo, so I want to see what it looks like real quick.
Empty. Where are Svend and Tovi?
Or not. Interesting. Tov's tattoo ID, okay. Don't really need the tattoo ideas. I wonder where they are though. I'm not inclined to go looking for them. What?
Hey, Eivor!
Okay. Don't know what he actually said. Come something with us, but...
Do you not know fine million?
Rowan, Holger, why all this shouting?
Trade that hat for 2 of your horses.
Silence, both of you!
Randvi, I demand that this matter be settled here and now.
What
Have
the hell's
patience,
going
Rowan.
on?
There is a time and a place for such disputes. Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Sure. I mean... I like how Dag's staying unusually
Of course.
quiet and sensible on the matter.
From the beginning. Please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from
Never
coveting
mind.
that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
God, he's a pain in the ass.
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I'll hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight.
What?
I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of...
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan.
Okay, Holger. Yeah, what is your
Holger,
defense?
let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom to make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleeding...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer, to make a perfect brush. I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position.
This is ridiculous. Don't cut off a horse's entire flippin' tail. Siding with Rowan, I see no reason not to. This is absurd.
I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor. No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifer's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet,
Not
both
in
of
no
you.
time.
Now listen.
I don't know how long it takes for a horse's tail to grow back, but a long time. I would imagine. Could be wrong. Yeah, I don't see how you could not side with Rowan on this.
Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed. Does the reality
You can't
of
put it back
regrowth
on,
not
you
make this a
jackass.
victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do, may I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We are
Please.
done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Thank you, children. You may leave.
Would
My
you allow
God.
me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, in some ways you helped in its creation.
Absolutely not. Silver is the only color I wish to see from you.
Ay, 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 ay. Kids, kids, kids. Oh, that's just giving me the option to sit down. Alright. I wasn't technically coming in here to do this quite yet, but we may as well. Okay, not close enough to
Oh,
her.
hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon.
Soon. Ooh, I'm a burrow
Some interesting
now.
news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Svend passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi?
Oh.
She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you have the time.
I guess that's why he wasn't in there for the tattooing. That's sad. Anything else?
Word of our growing settlement has reached outside ears. So have a look around. You may see a few new faces.
Yeah, this is what I was going with. I didn't realize that was going to be a quest, but...
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, and this settlement, and this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. Forget about alliances and responsibility for just a few hours. We could take a ride to Grandebridge or somewhere nearby for a change of pace.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider just now. But thank you, Eivor. Maybe another time. Now, what was it you needed?
Okay, I guess that's not gonna get us anywhere. Well, I guess I can push the issue. It's not really what I was wanting to do quite yet, but...
I want to see the Alliance map.
I'll do that first. So there's Skirpshire, which is, okay, 130, 90, 90. I guess that makes the most sense, although Sigurd hasn't actually called for us yet. Because I thought he was going to, but...
What of Xenofordshire? Sigurd told me he had business there.
Ah, yes.
There
Sigurd
we
is
go.
there now, in fact. He bids you go meet him as soon as you can. He has partnered
we
with a
have it.
rebellious thane called Giedrich, and hopes to install Giedrich as elderman in exchange for an oath. There is an alehouse at the center of Buckingham. Sigurd will meet you there.
Yeah, I think we'll do this one. I mean, I'm not going to go off and do it right now, but I'll pledge to this one so it's there and waiting for when we want to go do it.
I should join my brother then. Where is Buckingham?
Along the great Ouse River that divides Xenofordshire. Sigurd will be pleased to see you.
Now, question. Okay, so I can bring that back
I
up
should
whenever.
go.
Perfect. Okay. And I think there's new stuff here to read. Scribble from Randvi. It is becoming increasingly difficult to look across the Alliance table at Eivor and not think of what could be. I tell myself it is only Sigurd's absence, but the lie grows thinner, weaker by the day. Oh! Oh. I didn't know that was... I didn't expect that to be what was up with her. Randvi's to-dos. Rowan wants more salt for the horses. Tekla says Holger too loud in mornings. Speak to Petra about grouse. Yanli preparing fish for feast next week. Octavian requesting wine. Elvis teaching children insults. Burton made very good fish pie. Request recipe. Okay. Trade comes to Ravensthorpe. Randvi, an acquaintance from my part. Okay, we've read that. Anything else in here? Doesn't look like it. Like, I'm not really surprised there's a romance option with her, I guess, now that I think about it, but I totally didn't see that coming. Thank you from Sealbert. I wish to thank you, Eivor, and the rest of the settlement for the great kindness you have shown me and the things you have all taught me. Though I may have felt a nuisance at times, the days I spent with all of you were joyous and educational. Though I go now to do the work that I am meant for, I know that I will return to this place and its people one day, and I look forward to that. Take care until we meet again. Gilbert. Yeah, I'm thrown off. I must have a new message. That's what that scroll must mean.
A message has come.
I'm thrown off by... I'm gonna take a moment to compose myself. Thrown off by the whole potential romance with Randvi that I didn't see coming now. At least I'm assuming there's gonna be a potential romance since we found that letter and that's what it would seem to indicate. A. And then B, there's that let's go to Grantbridgeshire, which I was kind of tempted to do here in a bit, just for, you know, the fun of it, and I assumed it was kind of going to be one of the little silly ones. And maybe it will be, but obviously it's going to lead to the option of romancing. Well, not obviously, I don't know if it is or not. I mean, technically, I don't even know if the romance option will be there. It may stop at that letter or something else and not present itself, but I'm assuming it's going to present itself based on what we've seen so far, because again, I haven't like watched ahead of this or read anything or know anything that's coming in the game other than things that might be common sense. But even a lot of those are going to be assumptions, because again, haven't read, played, or heard or seen. But Now I'm a little afraid to do that Grantbridgeshire quest, because even if perhaps what if I want to explore that romance with Randvi, I'm sure that's going to screw things up with Sigurd and change the story dramatically, I imagine. Anyway, I'm rambling as I'm talking through this. We'll come back to it later as I've thought more. Like I said, it threw me off guard, wasn't expecting it, and even if it popped into my head at some point that it might be going there, I mean, maybe it just didn't, because it's, you know, brother's wife, so I guess my mind didn't go there, but even if it randomly did, like, I wouldn't have thought it was coming so soon? Letter from Chaelwolf. Eivor, I pray this letter finds you well and my son. Oh, Chaelwolf, not Chaelbert. Chaelbert has written me a few times now, often in so much detail it is as though I am there. He admires you, trusts you, it warms my heart to know he has someone to look up to. I know you will do right by him. As for myself, I have settled nicely in this new role. My court is behind me, and I have the people's loyalty. For the first time in a long time, Mercia is stable. Mercia. It's thanks to you, King Chaelwolf II. It's always nice to see the fruits of our labor, so to speak. Anything in here? Behold the borough called Ravensthorpe. We have so many new people that it is now possible to expand on some of the farms we have already tilled. This will improve their efficiency and increase the size and scope of our feasts. Have a look when you can. Carrie's house, Maida's house. First cattle farm expansion, first grain farm expansion, first fowl farm expansion. Excellent work as always. So what are Carrie's house and Maida's house? Interesting. I don't know what those things are. We'll have to try to find out. I don't want to talk to her right now. It's not Tekla. I've forgotten her name again. Okay, obviously we have that one. Carrying the torch, Svend has passed away, leaving Tov adrift and seeking guidance. Randvi is weary of being stuck at the Alliance map. A cure for her boredom is found in a trip to Grantbridgeshire and a ride across the countryside. But that's probably going to lead to romance. I'm not quite there yet. Because like I said, I think that's probably going to really change some things in the story. If it goes there, because obviously I can't imagine Sigurd would be okay with such a thing. And perhaps that was Valka's vision way back in episode like 1 or 2, or which, what is this one? Nope, didn't need to press it again. Where the vision of us cutting off our right arm means we're gonna betray our brother. Guess we'll find out eventually, sometime.
I don't
No
know
idea
how
when.
to draw without your hand to...
Oops, I didn't mean to interrupt
Tovi.
you.
Eivor, it's Sven. He passed while I was away.
Tovi, I'm sorry I wasn't there.
No one was. We had planned to brand Tekla's barrels that morning, and we talked about what we might have for supper. And when I went to collect him, he was in his bed, sleeping, I thought. But he was already gone.
I'm sure he went in peace.
But he went with plans. Things he wanted to do, things he meant to do. His death was so empty, not like in our stories.
Yeah, I suppose as opposed to like how we think about it, you know, the nice death of dying in your sleep for a Viking, that wouldn't be good at all.
What stories do you mean?
When we tell stories, the old and wise, they have this calm about them. They know when their end has come and they are ready. Sven wasn't ready, and I wasn't ready either. He was supposed to teach me things. I'm still learning. Everyone looks at me like I will simply carry on his work, as if nothing happened, because they don't know. They don't know I'm not ready.
Life may ask more of us than we are prepared to give, but all we can do is our best. I was not prepared to lose my parents, but in a flash, they were taken from me. I pressed on, determined to live.
That must have been punishing. But you are so strong and so determined.
Someone
Doesn't come
else might
overnight.
have done better than me, or worse. But this was the fate woven for me, so I live it.
Pretty good
I know
advice, all things
Svend
considered.
believed in you, in your craft. So do you believe in him? Do you trust him?
He was the most skilled artist I have ever known.
And he chose you. You may step up or step down, whatever you decide. But know that he had faith in you.
Thank you, Eivor. I need to get home.
Be strong, Tovi. And know that you're valued.
That one was a bit more straightforward than I was expecting.
You have taught Tovi well. Through her you live on.
Okay. Anything else to say to Tovi? And we have some skill points here. Try the potion. I'll get to that. I'll take care of the skill points first. Actually, how am I on raw materials? 55. I can build something. Alright, so I was working, yeah, I was trying to get to that, which those didn't get me there. Which means I probably need to either come up from here. That might do it. Heavy damage, range. Or what am I working with down here? I don't want miasma, poison, assassinate. Yeah, okay. I tried barking up this tree and see. Yep, that got me where I wanted. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I ended up picking the shorter path, luckily. Alright, that works out. So then we're going to be going with stealth. We have the Raven, assassination, heavy, and then counter roll. Alright. I got a plan, hopefully I remember it. I have thus far. And want to explore a little bit of this one because I know we were too low a level before. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, I wanna see what goes on here now. I swear last time it warned me. But I guess we've committed to this path now. Because I was really thinking it was going to give me a little bit more to it before I actually had to drink it, but it seemed like it wasn't, so I said screw it and did it, and here we are now committed to it, which is fine. I've been curious as hell about it since it was presented as an option anyway, so... Well, this is pretty as all hell. I just checked to see if I had any camera control. I don't. I didn't assume I would, but you never know.
The prophecies of the Nornir are as clear as daylight. The Aesir are doomed. All Asgard is doomed. Repeat the last passage.
Brothers will fight one another and kill one another.
The home of the gods turns red with gore. It will be an age of storms.
An age of wolves.
Not this. Further along. The foretelling of a wolf. A great beast.
The wolf Fenrir howls terribly before the gates to hell. The beast will break its bonds and run.
And my part. What about me?
Then comes the second great sorrow.
When the Havi goes to fight the wolf. And falls to Fenrir.
And falls to Fenrir. It's there, you see? You have foretold my death. Your Havi will die.
We speak what we see.
We know your fate. Your destiny. Have you gleaned enough, O wise one?
2 or 3. This is another tough call, and I'm not really sure. Fate can be altered, life is what you make of it. So the things to consider here are 1, RPG, what do I want to go with? What would the character that I'm kind of creating go with, which I think would be more like fate can be altered. But as a Viking, we're bound by destiny is what they would be thinking. So split the difference, and life is what you make of it. I'm not saying it can be altered, but I'm not accepting being bound by destiny either, necessarily.
Why struggle and fight? If we are but threads stretched between anchored points, without hope, life is a prison, not a gift.
Life is the music that comes from playing those threads. That is what lifts our spirits and fills our hearts.
I am no string to be plucked or tied. I am the High One, the Lord of Ecstasy, the enemy of the wolf. I am eternal. Riddled words only cloud my thoughts. The storm is brewing, not in the clouds but down below. Does our final battle draw near? Is this how Ragnarok begins?
Asgard arc started, the fate of the High One. I can't say that's exactly what I expected to come of this. Reach the Great Hall. Okay, things to read. Henmal's report. Havi, the attacks grow more fierce and I must venture from my tower. What I hear with my hidden ear worries me, and now I must see it with my eyes. I beg you once again to assign me a serious apprentice. Loki clearly resents his role as gatekeeper and bristles at the lightest of requests. He will need some supervision in my absence, not that he can do much harm without my key, but the wards have been weakened and he would be next to useless against a full Jotnar assault. Best that he be reassigned or expelled from Asgard altogether. Despite whatever fool's bargain you've struck, I swear he will be the death of me, H. Alright. Is there not one there? Thought there was. Is there anything else around? Doesn't seem like it. Okay, so I can't synchronize. This entire episode is going to unexpected places. Not necessarily a bad thing, just didn't be expecting to actually having I didn't expect to actually have a quest in Asgard. A. New points of interest have been added. B. I didn't expect there to, to suddenly crop up a love interest with Randvi out of the blue. Okay, so another synchronization point here. There's all this stuff around. guess ultimately I need to... Assuming I jump down, there's water right there, so... So hopefully I don't really regret doing that immediately, because that's always a possibility. Okay. Okay, I don't know what those things are. 45, 55, 235, 86, 295, okay. So they're down below, it's just down below in what sense? Okay, so I've just run over them. Reach the Great Hall.
We must devise a strategy to deal with these invaders, Thor. You cannot smash your way out of certain death.
Who crushed the skull of Thrymr, king of the Jotnar? Who slew Geirad the Gargantuan with a flaming ball of...
Yow.
Uri's balls. Oops. We are Asgardians. We don't skulk around like elves. We fight!
We are fighting. For our homes, for our people. But some problems can't be solved with the hard end of a hammer.
Name one.
Havi, break our stalemate.
So Tyr is absolutely
What's this?
Sigurd's
Another
voice.
invasion?
Warriors from Jotunheim. They attack from all fronts.
While we sit on our trembling hands and scratch our bums.
Not so, Thor. Many Aesir have been sent to the four corners of Asgard, leaving we four to defend the Great Hall.
Havi, lend me a score of your warriors and I will lead them into Jotunheim myself.
We cannot afford such a loss. The Einherjar must hold back to defend our city.
I would bring them here, to hold the Great Hall itself. This invasion is too large to spread ourselves around.
All this prattle solves nothing. Battle or death!
Silence! All of you! We will take the fight to the enemy before they cross the Bifrost.
Well said, Ravenfeeder. Name those who may fight beside you.
I was wondering if I was about to get to pick. Well, Thor's being a dipshit, but I would like to really try him out. Tyr is being intelligent.
I need only one. You, Tyr. Lord of Justice. We'll gather our forces and scatter the enemy like grains.
Yes, I will fight as a thresher through a field of wheat, Mad One.
The rest of you, stay back to protect the Great Hall.
Didn't realize I was only getting to pick one, but...
Were any creatures among the Jotnar? Draugr, trolls, or wolves?
What troubles you, Havi?
Does your far side tell you something?
More invaders! They gather at the Bifrost Bridge!
Where's Loki? He should be guarding that door.
Warn the others. The fight begins.
I'm with you, Havi. Let's deal out some punishment.
Okay. Close the gate to Jotunheim.
Pouring
Okay.
in from Heimdall's tower! We must clear the bridge!
On it.
Mjolnir! It is time to crush!
Kinda wanna see Thor in action, hoping.
Lead us to glory, Havi!
Gonna work. Gonna try. Do my damnedest. So, like, now my people on my side seem to be Raven Clan people. Very strange. Damn
With
dreams.
me, I gift this battle to myself.
Right. That's pretty awesome looking, I'm not gonna lie.
They cloud our senses with enchantments!
Kill them and their illusions die.
Okay, well that's helpful to know. And there was all this wealth and stuff around here to find, and I guess maybe I should have gone searching for some of that before.
Blood for Asgard! Say
Walking
hello
into the
to
quest,
Jormungandr.
Kill the acid! Burn the hole!
Slow this thing down!
Oh, cool, I can knock them off. I wonder if it also means I can get knocked off. Probably. Not quite as difficult as I would have expected them to be. Anybody else back in there? Okay, I need to close the gate, not kill everyone. Got it. Alright.
Cut them down!
Okay, magical bastard. Did he fall off and die? I think the teleporting guy would actually be able to, you know, teleport himself back up, but... Really? You thought that was a sensible idea on your part? I mean, it wasn't.
Gets the kill.
Might as well keep my life topped off. Oh. Thanks, though. That was helpful.
I must staunch the flow of invaders.
I'm working on closing the gate.
Not while I stand.
Okay. It's an unusually long time to have to press that, but okay.
Loki was charged with guarding this gate, and yet it was left open.
Perhaps intentional much?
What's that?
You've done us no favors either, Jotun.
Wait, no. You're mistaken. I am no Jotun. I was only passing through from one land to another.
Would your song be the same if the Jotnar had won this fight?
Yes, of course. Of course. Are you calling me a liar?
Havi.
Weird.
I found this one lurking in the shade, shying from battle. Shall I extract some teeth to get him talking? Or pluck out an eye?
You were told to guard this portal, Loki. What happened?
The portal opened, and these soldiers came bleeding through. So I sent warning straight away.
Do we
And I
believe
captured
him?
this one, the soggy-jowled sheep herder.
Not sure I do. Somewhat inclined to believe
What's your
this
name,
dude, though,
stranger?
for some reason.
I am called the Builder by most.
She wants your name, not your trade.
If I have another name, it's not within my memory. Builder it's been for as long as I've been building things.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, who calls you the Builder? We can start there, then.
Do you come from Jotunheim?
I do. Or I did. That is to say, I passed through, but I am not of that place, which pleases me well, for I hated it.
Had you any dealings
Why?
there?
As a builder, yes, for a time. But they took a dislike to my methods, which are, shall I say, magical in nature.
Havi, when someone gifts you a horse, you ride it. I put a bridle on this one.
Is that right, Builder? Are you a gift horse? Or a secret curse?
Neither, High One. I am only a tool. One with hopes to be well used.
This portal has been a source of misery for some time. I want it sealed.
With respect, this is not the only way the Jotnar can enter Asgard. May I propose a more encompassing solution?
Such as? Arrival is suspicious. Walls have failed us. What is your price? Yeah, I'm
Quite a
not trusting
coincidence
him.
that you came when you did, at the tail end of a brutal attack.
That I came when I did was by design. I have been among your enemies for so long, I know how they hunger for your demise. If you doubt me, I could offer a demonstration.
A demonstration, yes. And if he fails to impress, we hoist his skin as a sail.
I'll accept these terms, with the last condition. I would need water from your well of Urth.
What do you know of our sacred well?
It's a place of great power and vital magic, a source of spirit. It's the water there that will power your shield.
I'll collect the water, Harvey. Keep this one clear of our sacred sites.
Loki, halt! I will go to the well. You must find this builder a clearing for his display.
No, it's no trouble, Harvey. The damp and the dark appeal to me.
But I don't trust you.
Go with the builder, then return to the Great Hall with news of our next step.
As you command. An interesting offer.
A curious coincidence.
Return to England, open the world map, and wake up. Okay. I mean, I haven't done much here quite yet. That being said, maybe I should go back. Like, I don't know what happens if I go back. I'm just exploring a little bit right now, like... Will Valka kind of explain some things to me? Hmm. 85 down, 112 down, 53 down. Okay. Aha. Okay, that one's farther down. No, that one's... Damn it. Okay, that one's up there. Okay. So it's... Okay. Now I'm in the right area. I was about to say, that was it? And then I saw the chest. Here's Tearstone. I have no idea what that does for me, but... apart from level me up. Hastily written note, Havi, the Jotun have help. The invaders could not have breached my wards on their own. I am setting out in pursuit of these perverse trespassers and will report on my findings. H. Okay. So I need to figure out what that stone is, which will obviously be in here. Ymir's temple or tear stone. Strange yet beautiful stones. The legends say they are fragments of Ymir's frozen tears. It may be I can give them as an offering somewhere. Well, that would make sense actually. Okay. And the quests. Well traveled. A builder promises protection from Asgard's enemies for water from the well of Njord. Alright. This is where we're coming, right? Yes. We have the Raven. There we go. This will wake us up. The well's all the way over here. Okay. Doesn't look like anything's over there. Oops. Not 100% sure what I did there, but let's go see what's on this island over here. Since it's kind of out of the way and I'm curious about it. Oh, and conveniently there's even a boat. Doll's Tower. Alright. There's no river to follow. I'm sure it would take me to where I was selected. That's awesome looking. I'm curious as to what I'm gonna find over here.
Skadi! Oh, Skadi! Why are you so cold? Oh, Skadi! I cursed the day you were seized with lust for my perfect legs. Go back to your frigid mountains. The sea is my mistress.
An open letter. Father, if you insist on playing host to your new wife and family, try to contain their activities to your home in Jotun. Given the rise of Jotun aggression, Skadi and her kin will not be treated kindly beyond your borders. We need your strength guarding our shores, not drowning your cares on one of your island retreats. Remember, you are a lord of the Vanir, not a thrall to the giants. Freyja. Okay, let's,
Njord, your drunken laments ripple through Asgard. What has brought you to this state?
I have a beautiful beach home in Jotun. The most perfect place in all Asgard. But is it enough to make Skadi happy?
apparently not.
No! She wants us to freeze up in the fucking mountains!
She is Jotun. You should have known this before you married her.
She chose me. Can I help it that I have such beautiful feet?
You cannot keep this up. Your wailing will summon a sea storm.
I care not. I have mead enough to keep me warm till Skadi and her clan return to their frigid homeland.
Maybe they will, but not before plundering the vast riches from your beautiful home.
I had not thought of that. By Ymir's balls! I must return to shore! Bring me a boat! I still have my pride. I refuse refuse to swim like a fish.
Well, come on.
Fisherman! Bring me a boat!
I have one, dummy. Right over here. Look. Come on, a boat. There wasn't anything around here, was there? No.
Scotty! Scotty! Her heart is as cold as her mountain peaks.
Having a Jotun for a wife cannot be easy.
The only time she ever really smiled was when that goat nearly ripped Loki's balls off. I remember thinking, that one is cruel and magnificent, but the pleasure was not worth the pain. And now I have her whole cursed clan to deal with.
I know a rune that will dull the edges of their weapons.
Only if it will blunt her tongue.
Might not do that.
I hope you find peace, noble Njord. A bad match can be troublesome, but not worse than having nothing to love.
My home at Jotunheim will bring me pleasure enough. My home at Jotunheim will bring me pleasure enough. But what about you, wily one?
Why is he swimming back? Very confused by that, but alright. What's over here? I wonder. Assuming we can kind of come back here anytime we want, within reason. Okay. Ah, I see. Okay. I can't. So how am I supposed to get up there with it? Can I climb it like that? No. Oh, I see. No, I almost saw. Now I see. I hope whatever this is worth getting, because they're making it kind of a pain. It's not too bad, it's just... Thought for a second I didn't have it quite close enough and it wasn't gonna blow it up. I was like, no, that'd be annoying. Learn to let the fire go out so I don't catch myself on fire. One point or another, we'll figure out what to do with those. Thank you. Oops. Didn't quite catch that one right where I wanted to. Alright, so that one's up. I don't see another way up other than climbing back up, really. If I'd run all the way around the island, I might have been able to, but it seemed... unnecessarily cumbersome. So I'm at approximately the right level for it, because it's not saying it's up or down anymore, it's just telling me it's that far in front of me, but... Didn't really see an entrance. Does only doesn't mean that I didn't miss one. Perhaps here? No. But that was definitely there by design. Okay, so that's how I leave Asgard, okay.
Ah, a good fight! But I wish there were more!
The sky itself shatters before your might, Thor.
Ah, I have a mount, okay. There's another path off here. Where is this going to take us? Okay, another door. It's cool looking. Did a really great job with that. Maybe this will take us to the other one. There we go. I'm assuming here we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick it up, assuming that I probably need it. I was on the right track, more or less. Damn it. I'm very curious as to what I'm ultimately going to use these for. Obviously an offering and an altar somewhere, but... Okay, thought I would get closer there, but... Alright. Clearing out all this stuff. Figure we may as well do it while we're here. Seems sensible to me anyway. Another gate that we can't open. I wonder if we'll end up opening any of those.
Death to all Jotnar!
Asgard belongs to...
So I got everything over there, so next thing would be that.
We are undefeated!
You drive like a Frieslander.
I do drive horribly in game. Summers, because I'm actually a pretty good driver in real life.
Hey! And teach you how
Of course, in real life, I actually don't want to hit anything, and
Hey! Don't drink and drive, troll shagger!
game I obviously don't care very much.
Asgard will never fall!
I mean, you all are kind of blocking the entire way, so...
A good blood harvest, Havi.
Below me. Okay, so I can't go down in the water. Surely there's a way down. Other than the obvious jumping. Like over here. Kind of assumed there was going to be an actual like way down, probably more than one, just had to find it. Since we're effectively in a city. I just kind of assumed it was going to be underwater. I'm correct about that. It appears as though I was. My bad. Maybe I wasn't wrong. Had to find the right place I needed to go underwater. We may as well get them all. Probably need them for something. Obviously, it basically told us we're going to need it for an altar. Just don't yet know where said altar is. What's the purpose of that, I wonder? That looks epic. It's a really gorgeous area. Really cool. I mean, it's Asgard, so it should be, but I mean, they did a good job with this. I'll tell you what I'm getting at. Yeah, I won't come out worth a crap. Can already tell that. Keep forgetting I have a mount option here. Okay, what next? It's probably that one over there. Okay, guess that's nothing. It's just berries.
Yeah.
Okay, so still need to go higher. Sorry. Didn't mean to run you over there. Twas a complete accident. Alright, where is my explosive jar? My explosive pottery. Come on, don't make me use an adrenaline point. That's just silly. Yeah, it's not a big deal. does the job. I just hate burning an adrenaline point for it. And I'm sure I could have hunted around for long enough and found a jar. I just didn't want to. Okay. Next one. Definitely gonna have to come in that cave there. I mean, there's no question about that. I guess we circle around and get that one. Seems like the logical thing to do. Don't think this is exactly the intended way down, but it's working. Trying to see if there's a hay bale anywhere to make my life a little easier. No, Eivor. Didn't want you to jump that far out, I just wanted you to jump down to the next one. It's fine, it didn't do much damage at all. Just didn't mean to do any damage at all. Oh well. To have the endurance of Eivor. Run, climb, never get tired. Although swinging the axe will tire her out if she misses. That's what'll do it. Interesting. So there was a better way to get here, obviously. I'm not surprised, just... Okay. I can't really go that far off the path either, just a little bit. Oh, thought I was gonna be inside and actually figure out how to get it. Message for Loki, Lord of Thieves. When you promised us the fruit of Idun's toil, we expected certain artifacts of power, not a basket of actual fruit. Although delicious, they are far from the apples we desire. Do not look to enter Jotunheim without such a prize, or you will be served as a side dish at Hell's grim banquet. So is that Loki being a smartass and not really wanting to betray us and work with them and telling them to F off in a mischievous way, or is he really wanting to work with them? It's hard to say based on that. Okay. So where are we now? Makes the most sense to go to those next, I think. Might have to go in whatever that cave entrance is to get there. We'll see. Soon enough. I came in the back way here, but works out.
My thoughts are clouded with shadows of doom. Even this peaceful valley seems to hold hidden dangers.
Make the offering 30 times Ymir Tearstone. 30? That was cool, that flash of lightning. Seems like there's a reason to be down here of some sort. Can't figure out what it is. Aha. That could be what it is. Apparently there's toxic gas. Don't want to be in there. Alright, so... got 7 out of 30. There's 3 more, 4, 5. Oh, there's a lot more to explore, but 30? Seems like an awful lot. But I'm hoping we'll get something good out of it, given that it's that many. I mean, you never really know, I suppose, but I'm hopeful. I'm not sure why all these lines are there unless it's literally just a zip line down. Might be exactly what it's for. Much faster way of traveling. If you're going down and you're at the right spot anyway. Nope, not in there. Get up here. Okay, so can I climb the tree? No. Okay. How the hell am I supposed to get on there? That's gonna take me there that I don't want to go to. Maybe this will let me jump to it. No, it won't. Son of a bitch. Okay, this was just mildly frustrating. So don't know where else I'll be able to jump off of it onto unless I can jump off the zip line onto it. Maybe that's what I have to do. It's a pain in the ass. Again, I hope getting 30 of these ends up being worth something worthwhile. Come on. I was gonna say, there's clearly grab points there. That is how you have to do it, alright. I mean, I was really starting to suspect it was that, because I couldn't figure out any other way, but... It's also a new thing, hadn't had me kind of go quite to that length before, so I really didn't know. Okay, so how can I get down from here aside from jumping? I guess I could climb down. Seems unnecessarily cumbersome. There are no leaves anywhere. There's water. That's how I get down. Okay, so both of those are below. Plea for fairness. Havi, a witness has come forward in the case of Sigurd to support that she was indeed coerced. In light of this new evidence, it seems overly cruel and perhaps short-sighted to let her fate hinge on a curse. I say this not out of sentimentality, but simple practicality. Sometimes the ripples from these tiny tragedies can come crashing into our shores. To your Lord of Justice. Okay. Try to keep that in mind for whenever it becomes relevant. And now how to get to these things. Assuming like the rest, okay, just give me a way down. It's possible this is not taking me where I wanted to go. Okay, so now they're above me again. So they're somewhere in there. The question is, how do I kind of... Where's the cave entrance to the mountain? More or less. Okay.
Finnest Eivor här i Norrlands, en Sigurd.
I've already been down there. Not 100% sure because I don't know exactly where I came up. But...
I need your eyes, my friend.
Just trying to look for any kind of entrance before I run around too far out of the way for no reason. It's down there. There's something there. I'll figure it out eventually. But I think on that note, I'm going to wrap this episode up. I know it's going to be slightly shorter, on the shortish side, but we'll pick back up with the quest and exploring Asgard in the next episode. So yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in. This has been episode 22, and I look forward to seeing you for episode 23, because this game keeps impressing, keeps failing to disappoint. Because yeah, I definitely didn't expect a lot of what would happen in this episode, but didn't expect to actually be playing in Asgard for sure. So super exciting, and I think I'm just gonna finish this arc while we're in here, start it and finish it in here. Makes sense to me. So yeah, we'll pick up with the quest part of it, well traveled, reaching the Ale of Urder, starting off in the next episode, and then we'll come back and explore the rest of those. So we can start off back with some story in the next one, and then back with more exploring of Asgard. Because it's gorgeous, it's fun, and it's yet another new area, and I didn't see it coming. So anyway, take care and stay safe, everybody. If you liked it, drop a like, drop a sub. If you didn't like it, well, drop a dislike and tell me why in the comments constructively, please. But yeah, hope you liked it. Take care, stay safe, everybody. Remember, be excellent to each other, and I will see you next time. Good night.